Good day, YouTube. You know what? It's the 3rd of June, 2024, and you would think it was 3rd of November because it is cold and blustery. It rained all day yesterday. It rained all night. This could be kind of a different video. Try to get through this. It's not scripted. It's kind of what I'm saying, so I hope I don't stumble too hard. It's going to be about like vehicles and the emotions and the different things that prompt you to own one or to buy one, and what happens when you sell one. You know, my shop truck back here, haven't had it forever, but bought this in 2020 and then built the truck. When you have something like this and you spend the time, build it your way to what you want it, you get emotionally attached to it. And if you go to sell something like that, sometimes it pulls emotions out of you that you didn't know you had for it. I've sold a lot of rigs that I was glad to sell. I've sold some rigs that I knew I was gonna, it was gonna bother me to see that thing go down the road, and it did bother me when those things went down the road. And then there's those rigs that you sell and you don't expect an emotion out of it, and it goes down the road and you turn around and walk back in the house and you go, oh man, that's gone now. And you didn't think you were going to be emotional about it, but it's like, dang, that's my car. But you can't keep them all, right? Well, I try, but no, you can't keep them all. So you kind of understand the emotion. You get attached to things that are significant, that mean something to you, or you've got memories, or they've made memories and such. And when you let those go, you realize you still have those memories, but you're not going to make no more. If you guys been around a little bit, I buy a lot of different rigs. My K-Truck, this is a 95 Honda Acti. I went through a lot of steps before I made a buying decision on which to buy. And what I started off doing was I rounded up everything that was for sale, put them on a list by price, by features, but there's more to it. And here's where the story's going. There's more to making a purchase than just, okay, it's got four-wheel drive, it's got air conditioning, and it costs X number of dollars. And then there's another one that maybe costs the same, but it's two-wheel drive or something. So you get those things. But what about a connection to the owner? What about, does it feel right? What about when you ask a question about it, are you getting a straight answer? What's your gut tell you about the purchase? When I was buying this Acti truck, I think I had 7 or 8 or 9 on a list. And it wasn't only, cost, features, condition, that kind of stuff, but how do you feel about the person that's selling it to you? And that's kind of where I want to go. I returned yesterday from a trip buying stuff. Surprise! And I did the same thing with, there's a tractor, and we're going to go see it. I started the same way. I put all the available tractors on a list, and there was only 4. And then I was comparing, features and price, same as I did the Acti truck. But then there was more to it. There's do you have a connection with the seller? Hang on a second, I got birds. What do they got? I don't even know what kind of birds those are. But you know what? They're happy. I'll go around the other way. We got a minute. So started out the same process as the Acti truck and put everything on a list, features, price, that, and where it was located, because I was looking for a 1953 Ford Golden Jubilee tractor. Nothing else would do. And there was only 4, and that was in 3 states, including one I live in. And then I started asking questions, and I'm now getting information back from some of the sellers, and I'm starting to formulate a plan and which tractors are standing out. And I just get a feel, maybe you do, I just get a feel for how's this transaction gonna go. Is the guy being truthful? If the person selling it says, you know, it runs good, does that mean it's going to take 20 minutes and doing different things and he'll get it to run? Or does it really run good? And I immediately, when I started asking questions about this tractor, it's right there, it's right behind you. I got one seller that I asked for pictures, I asked for information, I asked for this and that, and all I got was one picture from way too far away, a little fuzzy, and everything is good. That's what it said. Other sellers sent me 12 pictures, the details that I asked for, and on and on and on, and I'm like, okay, those just went to the top of the list. Why? Because I felt they were honest. The other guy, pretty sure, hiding stuff, right? Already don't want to deal with him. He isn't coming back to me with the questions that I asked, so to heck with him. Another tractor went to the top of my list. So I started talking to top of the list tractor guy, and guess what? There's another seller, or another buyer that was beating me, and you know, because you can't mess around. This thing ain't gonna last very long. Beat me to going to look at it, and I went, oh darn, you know, that was ended up on the top of my list, and now somebody else has gone to look at it. So I waited till the next day, and I went through my list again, seeing if anybody's answered my questions, if I still have questions to get answered. And I thought I'd reach out to see how the transaction went on the one that was at the top of my list. Guess what? The guy came, the tractor didn't run well, wouldn't stay running, and the guy left and kind of started playing games and lowball offers, that kind of thing. And well, tractor's not sold. I went, whoa, back the truck up. Okay, so it's on the top of my list. Let's just sort out a few things and see if we put this deal together. And so we did. So that right there told me some stuff. All right, I already felt like I had a good connection with the seller because he answered my questions in an appropriate way. You want to see it? The buyer that was going to buy it didn't. Started to play games. I'm not here to play games. Just give me your best price. You've been honest with me on the tractor. I've got, you know, a full day's round trip to go get it. I think this is it, and this is why. Because of not the condition and the price, but because of the connection, because of the way things are working. A buyer walked away, essentially, and left the door open for me. So we put the deal together, and I left yesterday morning early and told him I'd be at his house at noon. I was there at 8 minutes till noon, and we pulled up and saw this tractor. Well, remember, it didn't run well for the other buyer. Why? Interesting. Do you think vehicles have souls? I think they do. Do you think this tractor... Let me get you out of here. Possibly. This tractor I bought from a guy named Jerry. His dad bought this tractor from a local dealer some years ago, not forever ago. And his name was Roger. And Roger passed away in September. My dad passed away in September. And so I don't know, I just felt like we had a little more connection there. So they bought a new tractor. They got some acres, beautiful place to have. And this tractor just doesn't need to work anymore on that piece of property. And I kind of felt like Roger was part of this. And on the way back with this yesterday, I kind of felt my dad was kind of part of this. We've gone on little adventures and picked up vehicles and things since I was a kid. And I kind of felt like my dad was watching over, thumbs up, big smile, good job, looks like a fun project. And I think Roger was looking down when we were making this deal. And I kind of think that when the guy came to look at this, that it didn't want to run. Yeah, I think there's more to it than that. I think vehicles have a soul, and it didn't want to go there. And I don't think Roger wanted it to go there. That's my thought. So I get there, like I said, I was 8 minutes early, and Jerry was come out in the field and showed me how to get in to the property, and I needed to back up about 60 feet on the road, and there's a square body Chevy coming down the road, neighbor. This is rural America out there, beautiful, God's country. And I'm like, oh, there's a truck coming. I got my truck and trailer and camper and emergency flashers going, and I'm trying to back this up so I could get in to the driveway. And that truck seen what was going on. They're country folks out there. And he stopped like 3 or 4 blocks away so that I could back up and get in to get this loaded. Well, that was convenient, because otherwise this is going to be a real pain in the butt. But it wasn't. It was easy. And we drove down the road. I pulled out his other driveway, and he had the tractor sitting. I backed the trailer up 8 feet right to the front, or backed the trailer up to the tractor about 8 feet. It was perfect. And Jerry goes, well, should I go get... He had bought a brand new John Deere tractor. And he goes, should I go get the tractor and we can pull it up on the trailer with a rope or a chain or something? I'm like, no, I brought a jump box. This thing you just gotta fire right up. We're gonna drive it on the trailer. And I grabbed the jump box out of my truck, and he hopped on the tractor. I reached up and hooked that jump box up, and he hit the key, and this thing just fired right up. It never turned twice. It started like he had just shut it off. It ran perfectly. Without hesitation, without anything, he drove it straight up onto the trailer where you see it here and shut it down. Now, I haven't fired it up since, but yeah, when I hooked the jump box up, I told the tractor, I says, okay, it's time to go home with me. This is your forever home. You're gonna get all fixed up and shiny one of these days. But I think the tractor knew that. I think Jerry knew that it was going into good hands. And I think Roger knew that. And the tractor just fired right up, like it just left the shop, got a tune-up, and it ran perfectly. And it drove up there without hesitation and shut off right where you see it. It was awesome. And I said, yep, I knew it. I knew it would do that. So I strapped her down and headed home. So I had a lot of thoughts on the way home yesterday. 3.5 hour drive in the pouring rain. And, I restored this tractor on my way home in my mind. So, and I think it's going to be one of those very cool vehicles that well, somebody will have to deal with when I'm gone. So anyway, that's the story, and I wanted to bring in the idea there's more to buying and selling stuff sometimes than just features and price and location. Sometimes it's about the adventure, sometimes it's about the people you meet, sometimes it's about the connection to the past owners, and it's a connection to the future of this. Sometimes we're not the owners of these vehicles, sometimes we're just the caretakers. And what is the next chapter in this 71-year-old tractor's life? And its destination is right here. So that's cool. So sorry about the kind of a strange video, but it's really a video I just needed to make. So I'm glad it came out without too much stumbling and stammering and so forth. I haven't even fired this up yet in fact, I have not started it. Obviously, Jerry did and drove it on the trailer, but I have not started it. We're going to probably get it down to the car wash. I can't get my camper through the car wash, but I'll ditch the trailer and hook the shop truck up to it. Before I unload it today, we'll go just give it a little more clean. I did kind of scrub it in the rain yesterday because it's taking advantage of free water, but we need to take it down and just get it a little bit cleaner and then go from there. So guys, thanks for watching the video. It's kind of different, I know. I'd love some comments on it. What's your take on my suggestion that some vehicles have a soul? Some vehicles know where their destiny should be, and somehow it all plays a role, and things sometimes end up where they should end up, and I think that's the case here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Guys, a little bonus footage, something I wanted to add to the video that I forgot, and that is that in the weather forecast for yesterday, when I headed out to go get this tractor, it said it is going to rain like cats and dogs. 1.5 to 2 inches of rain expected to have some sort of a atmospheric river. In fact, it's still raining. It's kicking on again. And it did rain every second of the day, all the way up and all the way back. Like an idiot, I left yesterday with a t-shirt on and shorts, and when I got there to get this tractor, I realized after I got tractor loaded and I'm back on the road, I didn't get wet. Jerry and I loaded this thing up, and for whatever reason, that 15-20 minutes or whatever that timeline was, it didn't rain. But it rained every second of the day and all night long like crazy, and it's raining again. So do that. Figure that. There's just sometimes more to it than we realize. Once again, I never got wet, and I didn't even realize it. We loaded it in the dry. It quit raining in that one location for a few minutes while we were dealing with it, and then it resumed raining for the next 15 hours. Crazy, isn't it? All right. Catch you on the next one.